Good afternoon, esteemed traders and investors. Today is Thursday, January 8th. I present to your attention another market review for Forex. As always, I'm glad to be here with you today. Initial jobless claims in the US. This is the important news of the day, but tomorrow let me remind you we have the non-farm payrolls. Let's take a look at what we can trade on the charts. Let's go. So let's start with gold quotes, which, as we expected, are declining from a strong bearish breakdown that's visible even on the H4 time frame. I hope we'll test the long breakdown zone, and the profit here will be an incredible 8,000 points. The euro-dollar pair is declining very cautiously. The long breakdown is still holding for now, as long as it doesn't break through the low of January 5th. I think this is all just a stretch ahead of tomorrow's news. And tonight, too, the instrument might act up. Let me remind you, holding long positions is relevant as long as the lows haven't been broken. The lows of January 5th. The pound-dollar pair has also dropped quite deeply. It's also in the long breakdown zone, and it could also correct upward. The prices are very good. The Australian dollar instrument is also dropping quite deeply and is also in the long breakdown zone from the beginning of the month, and there's a bunch of news ahead.
Looking for real trading advantages? Forex offers the lowest spreads and commissions. On major currency pairs, our conditions are better. Lower spreads and only $5 commission instead of $7. That's real savings for every trader. And now, let's get back to the market review.
The US dollar, Canadian dollar has grown very nicely. This is great news for those who want to sell it and profit from a decline in the dollar, because the instrument has stopped at one of the short breakdown zones or at the nearest resistance level. Let me remind you that the instrument is at a 50% retracement, and for those who want to play for a decline in this instrument. In such a large wave structure, the best prices are starting right now. Where is it best to sell from? Either from the current levels with the stop above, November, or if they actually allow it, the second zone is right here. Ideally, that would be the 38% Fibonacci retracement level. However, you can already try from the current price levels, though in this particular case, the dollar is noticeably more expensive. Yen A just recently produced another notably long pin bar in the ongoing and persistent bullish trend. Let me remind you that we have a trading day for growth from 3 long breakouts. I hope that we should update the highs of this year and also last year in the near future. As for oil, it is currently neither rising nor falling. Instead, it's simply moving sideways. Also, last year's high hasn't been broken yet. So for now, the idea for longs is still relevant. For those who haven't bought yet, it's better to buy if the instrument breaks into longs again. That is, above this high, if it breaks through. It will go through a long impulse, then a pullback, and from there you can buy with a more reasonable stop, below 55. With the 50, Bitcoin has also entered a long breakout, and it also has good growth potential from current levels. Well, if you decide to buy, you'll have to set your stop either here or here. There are chances for growth. Pay attention to this instrument.
I also want to remind you that every Forex client automatically receives loss insurance. For every $1 of compensation, only $4 of your friend's investments are required. Just submit a request, and your losses will be recovered. Let's continue with the review.
The S&P 500 index is correcting after recently updating its highs, and the Nasdaq index is also correcting. It has not set a new high yet, but there are currently no opportunities for long positions here, since those chances were at the end of last year. The franc has held its long setup on the 4th time frame and is currently rising. It still has room to grow. Those who bought at 17 with a stop below 78.5 hold until the highs from November are updated. According to the grid trading method, the Canadian dollar/franc is declining. If last year's lows are broken, set a grid of limit buy orders with a 500-step interval. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, the grid of limit sell orders is set at the level at 500-step intervals. Exit either at the current mirror level or potentially wait for the November lows to be updated.
With Forex, you can triple your profit. For every $4 of your friend's investments, you automatically get an extra $1 added to your profit, with no extra conditions.
New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc is also falling if last year's lows are broken. Step 500, grid of limit buy orders. New Zealand dollar, US dollar is at yearly highs, so we wait for a correction. If unsold, set grid of limit, sell orders from current level, 500 step intervals. Euro, Australian dollar is in a correction phase, we don't touch it. Euro, Canadian dollar is rising. If it breaks the yearly highs, set up a grid of limit sell orders. Step 500.
We also have a great offer. Fund your account and get a 30% tradable bonus. Trade with additional capital and expand your opportunities with Forex.
Silver, it's finally moving down for us. From the short breakdown, there's still room for it to fall, chances for a sell. If you haven't sold yet, you can sell on a retest of the short breakdown using this approach. Take profit at the 70 to 380 level. Friends, Forex offers a free consultation with a personal trading consultant. Follow the link in the video description, fill out the callback form, and gain access to exclusive offers and special trading conditions. BRT Plus for risk-free trading. That's all. Trade with Forex, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for new reviews.